Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with something in my probably my finger, as my mother would say. It is Wednesday. It is the 20th of December. I have not necessarily started my Christmas shopping. Um, and it's garbage day, and my windows are open. So if you hear the garbage guy coming down the street, I apologize. I don't know what to tell you. Sean Higgs is going to join us here in a few minutes. We're going to talk some NFL. We'll talk some bowl games. We'll touch base on some ice and maybe some college basketball. We'll see if we get around to that. We only got 3 games on the NHL slate today. There's quite a bit of NBA, but you guys know you're watching the wrong show if you're looking for NBA picks. I mean, I got some college stuff going on. But we'll talk mostly about NFL as always. And don't forget about the contest page. I got to tell everybody about that. You can go over to facebook.com, join the contest page whenever you get a chance. Lots of contests going up. Let me tell you right now, we had a rollover in the NFL weekly contest. We've had a rollover 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd week. So we had a $300 pot. Craig came on Monday, dropped another 100 on there because he felt frisky. So we're at $400 for this week's NFL weekly pot. Remember, it's Saturday and Sunday games. There's no Monday night. Monday night, you got to throw a tiebreaker in. There's no Thursday night game. So it's just the Saturday and Sunday games. You got to go 5-0 to win. I don't mess around. I'm trying not to swear. It's only been 2 minutes in the show. But there's no effing around. 5-0 is a winner. And then multiple people go 5-0. You got the Monday Night Football is the tiebreaker on the score. But you got to go 5-0. A lot of people last week went 4-0-1. That's not 5-0, folks. And I will say this. You also, you go 4. If there's a 3 out there, I'm trying to give you guys wisdom in these contests. If there's like a 3, I'm using a 3 or a 7. Use a 7 as an example. And somebody wins by 7 and you push, that might not be a game you want to play as your contest pick. Just because you have to win it. The pushes don't do shit for you in this contest. 5-0 wins you some money. So I got all the weekly winners right here, and we got $400 pot going into week 16. It's gonna get a little interesting. The NFL gets a little goofy here. Teams with motivation, non-motivation, just playing spoiler alert, stuff like that. So head over there, Picks and Parlays contest. That contest will probably be posted Thursday night, Friday. The lines for the Saturday, Sunday games. The monthly contest is in full swing. I mean, today is the 20th, so we go through the 30th. On that, I posted updated standings. I posted that, and I'm going to bring this in quickly before Sean Higgs jumps in here. You guys got to see this. This is Eddie Lance has the hottest start we've ever had in this contest in the last year and a half it's been going on, however long it's been going on. Started out like 15-0 or 14-0, and he went 15-1 through 8 days or something like that. Remember, all these picks are minus 130 or better. So he's 28-9-1. But not to be like just running away with this shit. Rodney Molina, Silky Man, is right there at 25 wins. They're not too far behind. 3 wins behind. There's only 38 picks, so we still got 22 plays to be put in. 60 picks, 30 days, minus 130 or better. I didn't make the cut. At the end of the 15 days, halfway through the month, you got to be 500 or better. And I was 13, 15, and 2. I got no excuses. I didn't make the goddamn cut. Maybe I was sick. Maybe. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not going to use that as a crutch. It is what it is. There's a couple days I didn't play. But it is what it is. It still sucks. But there's some heavy hitters on this contest, some usual suspects. As always, Julie Carley rocking 22-16. Tate the Great, 21-17. Still respectable records at minus 130 or better. You know I like butter. Let's bring in our guy, Mr. Sean Higgs, though. He could tell you guys how you could win this contest if you just followed him along. All you got to do is get a package. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing.
Be safe, Eddie. How are you?
How you doing? How's you ready for Christmas? You got all this shit done?
I think so.
I mean,
I don't know. It's like, you know how it is. And if you have kids or a wife, it's like you always find yourself getting random stuff like ahead of time. Like, did I have enough? Do I get it?
This is the conversation me and my wife had literally last night. Was she's like, I don't know. She's like, we went to Michigan in October and we bought them a bunch of stuff then. And I'm like, do we have enough? What do we have? And she's got she's got a list,
Yeah. So my daughter had her little Ulta thing came in the mail, so she circled all the scrap. So went to Ulta last week, bought everything in there that she had circled. And it wasn't that much. It was like $150. But I had a gift card already for $100 for her. I'm like, you know what? I give it to my wife, so now my wife has a $500 gift card instead of a $400 gift card. But like, she's like, wait a second. She's like, why? Because her brother, someone's like, oh, I want to get something for her. I'm like, no, we're not getting her. I got stuff.
I
was like, why'd you get all? I'm like, she's like, wait, we got all the stuff at Lululemon for before she went out shopping and brought.
Right.
And that place is freaking expensive. Like you go there and buy fucking leggings for
my older kids who are 21 and 23. I'm like, all right, so you guys know the deal. Like you're damn adults now. Okay, I get you're my kid, but listen, you're 23 years old. Okay, I'm not like, what do you want? Like, and my kid, so my son who's 21, he goes, hey man, you could play the light bill this week or the cable bill. I'd be good with that. You know what I mean? Something like that. So.
Like even for
my son, $100 gas card, $100 Amazon card. Those kids are happier than pigs and shit. Okay, let me just tell you, right?
He doesn't wear. He's got stuff from last Christmas. He even take the tags off of football shirt. So I'm not for his birthday. I was like, oh no, I went upstairs. He still had a bag on his door that he never
even touched.
So I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas, Happy birthday. My wife was like, you can't give him stuff from last Christmas. I'm like, watch me.
And my wife,
it was like, you know what it was? It was back to school clothes that we bought in July for him. All new shirts and basketball shorts, all with tags. I've never. I said, I'm going to put these in a bag and give them to him for his birthday. She's like, you can't do that. I'm like, actually, watch me.
Yeah, and I'm like, and
so she got upset. We got him whatever.
Hey, listen, I'm the guy that I'll buy the kid a bike. And I'll wrap the wheels separate, okay? Because those are 3 different gifts: the bike, the wheels, each a goddamn gift.
It's just, a couple of years ago, he wanted a computer.
Oh, and they called me the Nazi.
It was like a $2,800 computer, $2,800 by the time you put that thing together.
Yeah, I bought my wife. That was the one thing. I buy her a nice gift every year, and I bought her a new. Like I use this Apple all-in-one big monitor computer, and I bought her the same one she bought me the following year for Christmas.
I still got my computer here. I've had for I don't know how many years. Right. And all I did before, it was actually before I came to Texas, so it was 3 years ago. It was kind of dying out on it. I went in, they put a new fan or something in or a new hard drive in. I'm like, I just save my pictures. I don't care about it. It's the same.
Right.
Like I got 2, and they're both Asus monitors. I have like the double setup for.
That's what I got.
I don't know. What do you get your wife? Like I don't need it. What do you want? I don't want. If I want something, I'm gonna buy
a Red Wings jersey. Whatever.
I'm gonna buy whenever I want anyway. I'm gonna buy it. If I need it in February, I'll buy it in February. I don't wear nothing. I wear the same 2 midday money shirts all week.
It's not like, oh, you know what, babe? I need socks and underwear. Bullshit. When I want socks and underwear, I buy socks and underwear. Exactly. Well, my birthday's in June. Christmas is in December. So I'm traditionally every 6 months I get new socks and underwear.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm in August, so it's always the same.
Perfect.
I'm an August guy. It always works out the same.
So what do you got going on today? Look, we got some hitters in the house. Sambo's in the house. Larry needs a winner. Larry needs a damn winner. The captain just had a birthday. Speaking of birthdays, just had a birthday. Take the greats in the house. The duo on the internet, Higgs and the llama. I see what you did there.
Lenny and the llama.
Tate and Davis are new best friends. They're starting to go.
Higgs and the llama are the best one. Not Lenny and the llama. It's Higgs and the llama. I got the Christmas llama behind me. I just noticed, like, you can't really see the llama's body because if you look up close, you could. Maybe I can't tell because I'm colorblind. So it all looks like the llama's blended into the back photo with his Christmas hat on. But he's really, when I get close to him, I can see the 2 different colors. Can you tell the difference in him or no?
I can, yeah. Because it's like a. It's like a teal, like an ocean blue kind of background, and then he looks gray from my
really. All I see is the Christmas hat and his eyes and nose and mouth.
He's very similar because your walls look like they're the same color as my walls with the white trim and the gray walls. Yeah. He looks similar to your gray walls.
Yeah,
in color, a little darker.
That's
For
that's
my,
the
you
what
know,
is it? What is that? The Home Depot or Lowe's
Lowe's
contractor repost gray special.
gray special right there. My
This is actually Sherman Williams paint. Believe it or not.
ours is it's not Sherwin-Williams because I just had to go get another gallon for some touch-up
It's
stuff.
Sherman Williams repose gray.
It's called Rock and Roll Gray. That's why I bought it.
I'm sure people love that.
Yeah, like shit. You could have named
Let's talk some
Gray.
nonsense here. We got no football today, but we got some NBA. I know people are going to want to bet NBA. I said I'm into money. I like the Mavericks here. The line has come down a bit. I have the Celtics over out as a free pick against Sacramento in a back-to-back overtime spot. I figure that's a good look for them there. Perhaps maybe Boston first half off the loss to come out strong, but then they fade in the second half. They lose their legs late. Maybe Sacramento for the game. I don't know, but the Sixer line's moving up. I do like the T-Wolves, but I don't know. Something tells me Sixers got something to prove here. Pacers over because you got the Hornets in a back-to-back.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I actually don't have a lot going on today. I got a little bit of hockey.
There's 3 ice. Hold on a second. There's 3 games on the ice. What are you doing on the ice with 3 games?
Oh, I got a lot. No, I wouldn't say a lot. Listen, I'm on the Red Wings just because I'm a homer, but that's neither here nor there.
And you're getting 140, so that's worth a shot.
Yeah, I'm on but see, here's what's saving me in the NHL. The NHL has been killing me this year slowly, like with paper cuts and alcohol wipes. Like it's slowly killing me, right? But what has been making money for me the last week or two has been draws. I'm a draw guy. It's very, I like the draw. And like last night, I hit 2 of them. And my best bet I gave out on this show yesterday, I told you guys this: if I was in the contest, this would have been contest play for me. This was the Minnesota and Buffalo draw. Not Buffalo, the Bruins, Boston and Minnesota Wild draw. It was plus 340. Fucking easy cash. I also hit the Philly Devils click cash last night on the draw, so that was nice. That was plus 350. I'm dabbling in some draws. That's where I'm at. These are half unit bets for me because they're probably 330 to 360.
Yeah, they're all 300.
330, 360. So a little half unit, sprinkle. I actually like the Islanders Capitals draw, and I don't hate the Kings and the Krakens draw. I don't mind both of them. It'll probably be a sprinkle, and that's my way of getting on the ice without getting on the ice. And if one of them hit, I'm good. That's all I really need is one of them to hit, and I'm pretty even with my money. You know what I mean? I mean, half a unit will win me 3.5 units, so I'm only got 2 units total in the whole night. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I'm treating tonight. There might be some player props I get onto. The captain, Brian Gillihan, has had some good player props. He's been texting. He's been on the ice with some player props that have been really good. Terry Edelman's show actually has been, I won't say actually because he's always good on the ice, but I've been stealing some props from him on the ice. And when I'm not doing well, listen, I'm not just going to keep beating my head against the wall and expect shit to be different. I'm looking for, like, if I'm looking for a play on a specific game and I know that I'm not really seeing the board well, I'll look at watch Higgs' show, or I'll look at what he's playing in. The other day, last week, you text me a laundry list of player props that we made money on. And I was like, oh, all right, here we go. Higgs got into some Lions Denver props, a lot of them, and we did pretty well on some of Denver didn't show up in that game. But
Denver didn't show up, but the Lions ones were all right, I think.
Yeah, the Lions ones were all right. I never only liked I made money at the end of the day on them. So, I don't know what the record was or anything like that, but it was good. It was good. What do you got going? So, yeah, let's talk about NFL this week because Craig came on here Monday and just tried to blow up our lives with NFL and just craziness he's talking. Craziness.
I popped in, hit the like button. I didn't leave a comment because then it would be like, well, I should have, because I've been he's been saying he's going to call me for a week now. He hasn't called me, so.
We've been playing phone tag, and then he was in Vegas for the rodeo. Craig wants to be a cowboy when he grows up, so he follows the rodeo around. And so he popped in Monday. I didn't even know. I was just sitting here rambling, and I'm like, oh, what's going on here today? And like, we kind of, when I don't have a guest on, me and the chat cap together and stuff. And we get in on Monday night, like we go through the Monday night game, maybe see if there's some props we like. We can get some good stuff. Jason Spurley usually comes in, drops some good stuff as well. Oh, there he is in the chat right here. What's crack-a-lackin', fellas? Not much. Hey, on the right side,
I was going to say, I was on my show today, and I'm like,
game.
I don't get a single viewer in the Winner Free Pick Facebook page.
None?
Not a single one.
I share it to, I'm on my Facebook. Maybe.
It gets 0, and I'm like...
And Picks Parlays.
Like, the one day I don't share it is going to be the day I think someone will be looking for it. You know what I'm saying? So, right. It don't cost me. I just hit the buttons up top anyway for it to come in.
That's fair.
I don't know.
That Memphis game, 77-50. I was on Memphis. I also had the over, though, so that kind of did not work out. But college basketball, I've been capping college basketball this year, and a little bit. Like, I got a few plays today. I'll run through them real quickly, just so you guys kind of, and Higgs can tell you if I'm on something or not. But I'm on Wofford and
like
Oklahoma
Wofford.
State. I'm on the over first half, 68.5.
I still like Wofford plus the 14.
That's fair. I'm on IPFW, whatever.
Yes, Fort Wayne's playing
Fort Wayne plus 14.
Yep.
I'm on
you got Pittsburgh, right? They're playing Pitt.
Yep. And then I'm on St. John's.
I can't do St. John's. I'm a St. John's guy. What's that line? 6? It's gone up from 4 to 6. I don't like it.
I got it at 3.5 yesterday.
All right.
And I see it at 5.5, 6 now. Yeah, but I'm at 3.5. And then I'm on North Carolina. I'm on UNC, Oklahoma. I just got them at money line at minus 130. That's what I had.
Good. It's gone up now. I think it was like 1 or 2 last night. It's gone up.
Yep. So I just kind of, for me personally, I like, if it's 1 or 2 points, I'm just taking the money lines on some things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
like, this minus 130, I'm totally comfortable laying minus 130.
I am 111 and 118 in college hoops this year. I have 30 losses under like 2.5. Actually 30 losses are 3. 2 of them are 3, so 28 close. Out of those 30, 7 of my last 8 have been by half a point, and they're in the, if I waited until morning to put the bet out as opposed to doing them the night before, I'm losing as a 1.5 point fave, losing by 2 instead of just a money line winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm missing out on those, how I've been losing games. Always take the money line under 2. Again, I'm not, you hear me. I try to overthink and be like, well, I don't want to lay 135 in baseball. I'm just going to go run line. I end up, kicking myself in the teeth with it.
Right.
You have to. I mean, there's half-point losers left and right. They add up. Take the money line when it's -1. Again, even 2.5. It's 130. There's not much different. I know. Listen, there's shows are going to tell you like, well, the value of this, you have to win more of these. Most books aren't 105 anyway. They're 115ers. On stuff. You never find 105s. So if it's a 120, so even 130, like I could almost get into the 130 range now because it's almost commonplace.
I'm okay with it.
Like the way this isn't 1996 where you're laying 110s across the board and everything. No, there's 114s, there's 130. Everything's computerized now. So any kind of, we have X amount of dollars on this, it's going to move it a penny. Like, so there's no flat lines anymore. I don't mind laying 130. And even going forward for baseball next year, I'm going to do the 130s instead of doing run lines plus 165s. I'll bite them.
Yeah,
it's frustrating losing. Like I'm just looking right now. It's like, hey, Santa Clara plus 1.5. They lose by 2. It's just
right. Yeah,
I got a minus 1. -1.5 to win by 1. -2.5 win by 2. Come on.
Yeah. A college basketball, I actually just looked oops. And I'm dead, almost dead even on my record side, but I'm up like 4 units. So
You take some money lines in
I'm
there.
like right there any
Yeah.
given day, and I'm okay with that.
Because eventually
I
you're
don't
gonna get
college
the
basketball much.
breaks. The
Yeah.
break, you start catching some. If you're 500, and again, I'm a couple games under 500, but I
Right.
have 30 that are right there. And
I'm literally
yes,
2 games over 500. So
I
like
have
I'm like
30.
right
I have
there.
30 losses of that. I only have 11 wins going the other way in that same frame. So the
You're
trade-off means just
yeah,
the bounce of the ball will have to equal out eventually on that. Hopefully
that's
sooner
fair.
rather than later.
This is a good point. We were talking about this yesterday with the captain here. Since O'Connor injury, we're talking Velarde. This is
What team?
Winnipeg Jets.
All right, I was
Winnipeg
gonna say,
Jets.
who is he talking about here?
Yeah. So O'Connor injury. Velarde's on the Jets. Has been top line for the last 5 games. Velarde anytime goals plus 210. He has 1+ goal in 4 of the last 5 games. Over 2.5 shots. Even money. Over 3 shots since moving to the top line 5 straight games. Velarde point is at minus 130. This is a thing that, like, this is why you handicap with other handicappers too, because I probably wouldn't have looked at
There's
this
so
or saw this
much.
angle. There's just so much, right? So in an injury in a game in the Winnipeg Jets right now, I'm 100% looking for this guy right now. Because we talked about this. His first name is Gabriel with a G, by the way, in case you're some people, if you're looking via first name or whatever. But Velarde, a point minus 135 at BetMGM. Here, minus 130 at DraftKings. And the way that the Red Wings are playing defense and slumping the last week or two, Dylan Larkin finally coming back after a concussion thing. This will be his second game back. They're playing very shitty defense right now. I like this Winnipeg Jet player to get in and get some points there. So that's a good look for the cap. That's why you're the captain, motherfucker. That's why you're the captain. I'll sprinkle on a goal too, just because. Plus 210. Just because. So that's a good look there on the ice. Jason Spurley likes Nova plus 9.5 in some college basketball. Any thoughts on the college basketball?
Yeah, Nova against Creighton.
Yes.
Who did I roll out today? And I don't mind Nova against Creighton there. I like San Diego is at 9. I mean, it was 7 last night. It's 9 now. I don't know how Cal is favored by. I'll take the points. If I'm wrong, so be it. I'm not. I can't lay 9 with a Cal team. I like UConn. I think I mentioned North Carolina. Did we say North Carolina or was it? Yeah, we're talking about North Carolina game.
Yeah, North Carolina.
I like. I think Duke should get there. I mean, Baylor to me. I had them the other day. They got run out of the bill by Michigan State, and the concern I was thinking going into was like, who have they really played? But I still think they're pretty good. And State rolled them. I know Duke has played better teams, and they've beaten better teams. So I don't know if that's just a bad one-off for Baylor, or is it an inflated team because you beat a bunch of nobodies? So I'd rather lean Duke. It's at MSG. Duke's played more games at MSG than probably Baylor's played outside of Texas in their career. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a crazy travel spot for Duke to go play in MSG. No. That's
they're
like
big,
another home court.
They're they're used to that big stage.
That's not a crazy spot for them to be like, oh boy, hopefully they'll be able to perform here on the road. No. They'll be fine. They will be fine.
That's fair.
What else am I looking at here on my sheet?
I don't have a lot today. It's a short day for me. I don't know. I've already started betting.
I thought about Arkansas State maybe. I'm looking at, I got to pull up my little paper here, what I have here.
Yeah.
Under NC State St. Louis. So.
Okay.
Unfortunately for the Earls, I'll fade East Carolina and go Delaware State plus 30. Again, now line was 10. It's 13. I don't know if they should be 13-point fave.
I
didn't bet all these games, so when I'm saying that, I was looking at this. I mean, there's 30 games. I'm not going to come in on 30 games for $1 a game.
Each one, right?
Can't
I
do
was
that.
talking with Tim Earl today. I did free pick video with him earlier this morning, and he said he was on ECU today because he found value on them. And I'm like, your value is in your heart. There's a little different. And
Value minus.
minus 11 and a half, 12 or 14.
But people say that, like, I've seen. Listen, I said somebody a thing where this guy was like, you find value here, and they were like player props minus like 950. That's not value to me.
I don't.
Where it's hit, these, and it was a crazy thing where it's hit 9 of 10 times. Well, if you're laying 900 every game, you're to go 9-1 and win $100. I'm all for grinding out.
Win. Yeah.
That is not a win for me. To go
I got to
9-1
win
or
10 out of
8-2
10 to make money.
and to make $120 if you're betting $100 pop. Because how about the first game loses? You're on 900. Then what? You're ready to roll back the next game? Most people don't have.
You're in now.
Call me crazy. Why don't I believe that every person has a dime in their account? I find that next to impossible to believe.
No,
because people can't bet a week out of NFL on a look at line show. So don't tell me you're betting $100 a pop at minus 900s because that ain't happening. I just don't believe that. I don't believe the average bettor has that.
I prefer that. I'll tell you what, the amount of stress level has so come down, or just the amount of time I spend handicapping too has come down in the NFL, just the NFL, just from betting out. Like, I'll already bet the Lions Cowboys game. I'm already on that shit, and they haven't even played the Vikings yet. Like, I'm already.
You got the 5.5 there. You took the 5.5.
Fuck yeah, I did.
I like it. I'll take the 5.5.
No, my favorite bet in that game is a teaser. You're going to give me the Lions plus 11.5 and over 43 or something like that.
Yep.
Because we're the Cowboys. Me and Brian Gillihan, he's a big Cowboys fan as well. So he's telling me, he's like, they average 39 points at home, the Cowboys do, right? And I'm like,
this will be just like the Seattle game. This game's going to play into the 40s. It'll be like 40-30. It'll be 70 points.
Yeah.
And then, listen, I'm a Dallas guy. Dallas plus 4 last week on the early numbers. It lost. And again, and I even said, I was with Ross and Jesse doing a show. I said, I can see Dallas losing this game 30-10 because that's how they are. They'll go out on the road and their coach is terrible.
Right.
But I also had them at plus 4, but I was also on them the next week at plus 2 against Miami because no matter what happened, Dallas wins, that line's coming down. Dallas loses, that line's still going to come down because it's like, now they got to go on the road and beat Miami, who has to win because they lost to Tennessee the week before. So you're facing Miami, who's in a must-win mode, and Cowboy, you were not going to get that number. You weren't going to get plus 2. Maybe you will now. I don't know what it is now, but then you're going to get Dallas coming home, possibly off 2 losses. I don't think that line's going to go up to 6. That line's going to come down. People are like, oh, Dallas is reeling. They're going to choke. Get the 5.5. Take the over. They're going to give up points.
Right.
The defense is good, but it's really good against bad teams, and it's okay against other teams.
Lions, Cowboys over. I don't care if it's prime time. I don't care if I actually like the over even more because it's prime time. Like, I don't know. I don't know here. There's some stuff this weekend though that I'm a little like. I like the Browns here in a spot though, but like I don't want nothing to do with the Lions Minnesota game. Even though I think as a Lions fan, I think they're going to win by double digits because this win. You win the division. That's the team you were supposed to compete against. Go into their house and
I'm thinking about laddering. I'm thinking about laddering your Velarde play here.
I'm telling you, Brian Gillihan is it great.
It was minus 140 for a point, plus 300 for 2.
Yeah, for a point, minus 130. You can find them out there over 1.5 spots. For points. Or I sprinkled. I bet full unit on this right here on the point, and I did a half unit on. Oh, you know what I should do? Those are shots on goal. I didn't think about that. I'll do a half unit on his shots on goal, and that's probably all the ice I'm going to get on, unless I live play some shit, but probably not. Yeah, 2.5 shots on goal. Shop your lines. This is why I tell people shop your lines. Over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 118. Bet Rivers. Bet 365, it's even money. I'd rather bet it even money than minus 120. I'm just saying.
You could do his points at it's minus 140 on my one site and plus $3 for 2 points.
There you go.
You like his shots on goal?
The shots on goal over 2.5. I got it even money on Bet 365. It's minus 105 on DraftKings and Bet MGM. I know you use Bet MGM a lot. And points, again, minus 130 for a point. DraftKings. And then goals. Yeah, I sprinkled the goal too. Why not?
I mean,
if you on points bets for over 1.5 points, meaning he's got to have 2 points. That's probably a sprinkle for me too. And then hope this guy just has an assist and a goal, and you cash every one of them. Every one of them. What I mean, if he gets a goal, you cash 3 out of 4 of those props. Or well, except for the shots on goal. But I'm gonna tell you, the Wings play very soft defense. The Wings win games by outscoring you, not by their defensive netminders.
Yeah, you take a point and the assist prop.
You take a point and either the assist or the goal, whatever. I mean, the assist, you could get it at plus 175.
Yep, plus 175 assist.
Yeah. So I mean, you just need him to do one shift, and he scores, and you're in the plus money.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little NFL. Jason Spurley says he loves the Rams tonight. I've been in a reoccurring nightmare, and let me just tell you, Matt Stafford and the Rams make the playoffs and the wild card, and then they have to come to the 3 seed, which I think is the Lions. I think we get the 3 seed at the end of the day, and we
better be the 3 seed. I mean, like you're gonna collapse, and the Buccaneers are gonna pass you.
No, but I'm saying, hey, we have a shot at the 2.
That ain't happening.
I'm just saying, but I'm comfortable with the 3 seed. I'm 100% comfortable with
you guys. Right? You guys might lose this week. You're not winning.
We might, but I'm telling you, Dallas is not a pusher. We're not going to roll over for the Dallas game.
No, it'll be because Dallas, the defense, they get froggy. You're going to give up points, and Dallas gives up points. They game like that, it's going to be like the Seattle game, up and down the field.
Fair. I do love the Rams tonight or Thursday night. I do like the Rams. -4 is what I got it at.
Everybody's on the Rams, but I don't hate it.
I don't like the Rams. That's what I was just going to say. I don't like that everybody else likes the Rams.
But New Orleans on the road, I see them score 15 against Atlanta, 16 against Carolina. Like they don't score a bunch of points away from home. I do like the under.
About the Rams. My nightmare is Matt Stafford and the Rams come to Detroit because we'll host the wild card round, and he's going to kick the fucking ever living shit out of us.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then I gotta hear, and I'm a Matt Stafford guy.
That'll be a nice over game.
Yeah, here's Matt Stafford right here. Here he is right here. He's a nice man. Okay. He holds keys to a storage locker for Craig Trapp in Vegas. He just sits here. He's Matt Stafford's a nice man. I like him. I don't want to fucking hear how all the golf haters will come out. I don't understand the golf hate. I get maybe he's not a cold weather guy. Great. He's played in LA in a dome stadium in Detroit. He doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to be a cold weather guy. It's not like the Super Bowl is being played in cold weather. I mean, half the time it's in Miami or LA. So I ain't worried about it. It's not like it's in Buffalo in February. So I don't give a shit. Jared Goff has done nothing but be a stop. He's a bridge to the future. So, everyone's on the Rams, and so am I. Right. So is Jason. So am I. Everybody's on the Rams. Look, Stop Geo's in the house. What's up, my guys? Made it to the show. Better late than never. That's okay. We appreciate it. Should fit me on the channel soon. I should fit you on the channel soon. You can't even put a sentence together. Oh, I should feature. Me, I can't read. Maybe that's the problem. Sure, send me a message. I'm Detroit Lenny on Twitter. I hate Goff. See, here comes the hate. Here comes the hate. You're a fucking Bears fan. Shut up. But you can understand that. Oh, and David hates him also. Davis hates him. Yeah. Tate and Davis are BFFs now because I unfriended Davis. And so now we figured it out, though. Davis doesn't bet the games that he says he bet, that he posts. All he does is hate everything that I post. that's Davis's handicapping model. And if I'm 500, then so is he. So it's not a bad model if you just fade the guy. Fade or follow at your own risk, folks.
I enjoy the Davis posts, son.
I do. He doesn't come on the channel anymore.
Why'd you unfollow him or whatever?
I unfriend. First of all, he friended me. I got sick. I had COVID. I was down. I was out for like 4 days. I slept. It was like ridiculous, right? I wake up, Higgs, I'm not even exaggerating. I had over 117 notifications on Facebook, just Facebook, from Davis, where he mentioned me to tell me how my Lions suck because they lost against the Bears that weekend, or to tell me how I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Okay. And so I unfriended him. Then he friend requested my wife, which good luck with you, bro. Good luck to you. Because that shit ain't going to work with her. I dare you to talk shit to her, because she's crazy, right? And then, so I told him that Tate's in charge of Davis, but he doesn't come on the show anymore. He doesn't drop in all his plays. Tate, you got his number. Text him and tell him, come on the show. He's more than welcome. Hates the new love. They tell me I didn't even made it in this business until I have haters. So, cheers. I don't know what to tell you. I wish this had a little Bailey's in it, but that's all I got. Goff is the quarterback that wets your tip enough that you want a franchise quarterback, but it's always going to be a tease. Where's Charlie Batch? We need him. Charlie was a good man. Okay.
Charlie Batch.
Charlie Batch, number 10. The buddy of mine that I watched Lions games with that lives in Vegas, he's got a Charlie Batch jersey. He wears it all the time. He's also got an Eddie Murray jersey too, the kicker. For those of you that don't know,
Eddie Murray.
He wears that all the time. And I'm like, don't ever. Like, I'm like, well, I don't understand why you wear an Eddie Murray jersey. You should have that shit framed on a wall somewhere. That's a Hall of Famer. But
I like it, Eddie Murray.
Yeah. But hey, this is a thing. Yeah. Davis has don't worry, 45 messages daily play. Yeah. Hendon Hooker he's the guy they drafted last year out of Tennessee. I already for my birthday, a bunch of friends of mine got together and they collectively brought me a Hooker jersey because I said if I don't have a Honolulu Blue Hooker jersey, my life's not complete. And so now I have a Lions Hooker jersey. I believe Hendon Hooker is the future. They drafted a young quarterback. He was injured. He's healthy now. Shit, he's off the injured reserve list. He is activated for the remainder of this year behind Teddy Bridgewater. That's our quarter. It's Goff, Bridgewater, Hooker. It's terrible, whatever. This is also the same team that hired Jim Bob Cooter as their offensive coordinator.
Yes,
so, Goff, Bridgewater, Hooker. It is what it is. Welcome to Detroit, okay? But I think Hendon Hooker, but I don't want to see Hendon Hooker not next year. I want to see Hendon Hooker in another year. I want to see. I'll see him in preseason stuff like that. Let him sit behind that offense that is very powerful. You got a young Sam Laporta, Jamari Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got David Montgomery up there. You got the Lions might have 4 1,000-yard players in this offense. Amon-Ra St. Brown already has 1,000 yards receiving. Sam Laporta only needs 280 yards in the next 3 games. It's not undoable the way he's been playing ball. Jamari Gibbs only needs like 200 yards in the next 3 yards to get 1,000 yards rushing. And David Montgomery only needs like 50 yards. That's a powerful offense. That's all I got on my Lions. Yeah. So what I'm saying is Goff under the bridge is love for Hooker. Kind of. 5 if you count Fox the punter. He can throw the ball. But some look-ahead lines that I've already been on for the 30th, or yeah, the the 30th and the 31st. I already am on Miami in Baltimore at +3, but I don't like it.
That's a
And
tough one because it's a bad spot for Baltimore off the Monday night game,
yeah.
back-to-back road games,
Why I
and then
don't
you have
like that
Miami
I'm
off.
on Miami though is because I think that number will rise. I think I'm going to get better than. I think at game time I might get better than 3.
Yeah, because
But
you might have the Ravens losing by double digits to the Niners on Monday Night Football, and Miami beating Dallas, and you're thinking, "Wow, this is a most win for Baltimore because here come if Pittsburgh wins or who's ever behind them. I don't even know what this is, but it could definitely turn into a worst case. But again, do I want Miami on grass in December in Baltimore?
New Year's Eve, yeah, I don't know. I bet it,
Um,
and I immediately didn't like it though.
I'll tell you what I like coming up. I
I
like
also bet the Eagles -9.5 that same day, New Year's Eve against Arizona. It's in Philly against Arizona.
Arizona.
I think that number does nothing but go above 10 come game time.
Yeah.
So
I like under Jets on Thursday night, 35 against the Browns. I like
yep,
the over Lions Cowboys. We talked about that on Saturday. Standalone Cowboys Lions in the over.
right.
I like the Bills over 40 against the Patriots. It's 13-40 because I think the Bills are just gonna whatever happens this week in LA.
Bills
People are
might
thinking it's
score
gonna be a bad
45
outing.
points.
It's a revenge spot, and they're right now. They're still out of the playoffs. People think they're going to go lay an egg. I know the Chargers lost this week, so if you want to do a Chargers over, thinking they're going to score some points and show a little pride, the Bills aren't in the playoffs. By the way, folks, like even though they just beat the Chiefs and the Cowboys, they're not in the playoffs.
I just did a
So
free pick video on this, and I said the
they
same
have to
thing.
keep winning.
I
They have
want
to
to bet
keep
the
winning.
Chargers because of the coaching change, but the Bills are gonna. I think the Bills need, they need to win, obviously, but go ahead.
I like the Giants under 41. Again, Rams, LA, Stafford, a dome quarterback for most of this year coming in. Again, outside.
Yep.
December. Who knows what the weather's going to be like? That's going to be 60. It's probably closer to 40s. No, thank you. I like the under in Eagles game because, again, I got Arizona coming out of Chicago the week before. They'll be frostbitten.
Yeah.
Not much showing up there. Panthers under Jaguars because they're the Panthers and the Jaguars.
Fair.
Chargers, Broncos under because Broncos have a defense and the Chargers, I'm not buying it. I don't care. They got to change it.
They don't have any defense here. I kind of like Denver in Denver.
But we're doing that free pick today, Denver, New England after this. So
I'll talk about Chargers Denver though on the New Year's Eve.
yeah.
I got Denver -6 already. I think they're gonna beat the ever loving shit out of the Chargers, but I just think the Chargers with no Justin Herbert and they fired their coach. I get the whole theory of the spark and new coach, new regime, spark under, but it's too late in the season for that now. Now it's time to just get out of this season healthy. You only got
the players like Stoll. It wasn't like they didn't. It wasn't like they hated him like they hated Josh McDaniels. They liked it. They liked the coach. They just gonna win.
We got a guaranteed winner. Get your pen and paper out. Packers under.
There we go.
Boom. Packers Minnesota. You talking New Year's Eve? Sunday night game. What a shit game. For no reason whatsoever. Well, one of them could make a wild card.
It's a playoff spot.
It's in Minnesota. Well, yeah, it is. I'm happy that the Lions play on Saturday, December 30th, so it doesn't have to ruin my New Year's Eve when they get demolished by the Cowboys. I think they're going to be in that game, but I'm a homer here. But that's as far out as I can go on the NFL because I need to know what happens here.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll go 2 weeks out, and I did at the end of the year, which I'm pretty much at the end of my year right now for that.
Too late now for that, though. It's to do 2 weeks out. You can't do it now. Like regular season, teams are playing. I see momentum and this and that.
Right.
Now it's a guy with a nagging injury might sit down now. They might shut down. I'm not saying they're shut down quarterback, but at this point,
right.
Teams are still fighting now. Next week is after that. You can't really go for the week after that, final week of the year. It's it's a final week season, week 18. I mean,
right.
Browns, Bengals. Vikings Lions wrap up the season for you.
And I don't. I hope to God that game doesn't matter for us. It shouldn't.
Bills Dolphins could be a big game. Texans Colts could be a big game.
I planned on losing this Dallas Cowboy game at the beginning of the year. When I did the schedule out, I planned on losing this game. I had the Lions finishing with 12 wins. So like that's where we're 10-4.
If the teams are supposed to win and keep the playoffs battle going, when it comes to the final week of the season, Browns Bengals could mean something, Vikings Lions could mean something, Bears Packers could mean something, Jags Titans. Well, maybe not. Jags might still be fighting for something. Texans Colts could be in it. Broncos fighting against the Raiders. Bills Dolphins for the East. Jets Patriots would probably be out. Falcons Saints could be for the South. Eagles Giants. Eagles might have to win to keep pace with Dallas. They're playing the Commanders. Seattle might be in it. They're playing Arizona. Chiefs might be playing for home field advantage against the Chargers. Rams and Niners. Niners could be playing for home field if they slip up. Rams could be playing for a playoff spot. Buccaneers Panthers. Tampa Bay could be playing to win the South. And Steelers Ravens. That could be. Oh, I mean, the Steelers somehow still win games. They could be fighting to get in the playoffs. Every one of those games, with the exception of Jets Patriots, could be a playoff implication on one side.
So what gives me the implication that I think the Lions get the shit done this weekend against Minnesota in Minnesota. That wraps up the division. Boom, done. Right? You're in the playoffs. You got your division win. It's week 16. You got 2 more weeks. You hustle your ass in Dallas. You try and move up seeding. You probably lose that game. That means the Minnesota game means nothing at the end of the year. That's when you see Hendon Hooker, because he ain't got shit else to do. And you don't want you don't want Jared Goff going down, because then you got Teddy Bridgewater taking you into the playoffs.
Yep.
No, sir. You sit Jared Goff on the sideline, and I don't give a shit what the fans think. I want to win a playoff game. And all it's going to take is one rolled ankle. Some shit like that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah. Let's see it. Michael Brown's in the house. What up, Higgs?
I know. I saw him. It's a long time. It's been a bit, Mike. Hope all is well.
Yeah. Yeah, we should get done. We hope so. Yeah. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I think we're going to bounce on out of here. Me and Higgs got some free picks to do. I got to take these kids on Christmas break, so I'm taking them. I'm dropping them off at the trampoline place for the day and giving them each $20 for lunch and wish them the best. Hopefully, nobody comes home with a broken ankle. That's all. Good luck to them. Good luck unless they're against me. I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna get out of here. I'm here Monday through Friday, 1:00 Eastern. I'll be back tomorrow. Friday, I think the twins are joining us. Talk a little Friday. Higgs, you have a good Christmas. I'll probably talk to you at some point in time before then, but this will be the last time we do videos till then. Good luck, everybody out there. If you haven't already, get your Christmas shit done. Or get married so your wife does it. I don't know what to tell you. Good luck unless you're against me. Happy holidays. Be safe. Good Christmas. I'll be back tomorrow. Higgs, thanks for stopping by.
See ya.